Hey everybody, welcome back again, and today we're taking a look at another brand new figure that's just now hitting doorsteps, and that's going to be DreamStar Toys DST002-005 Concrete Mixer Warrior, and wow, that's a mouthful. This is their fifth figure in their series of their very highly stylized Devastator combiner. This one comes on the heels of the Bone Crusher figure that just came out at the end of last year, so these figures so far, if you've followed any of the other reviews and unboxings that I've done of these, have been really impressive. So again, as a review, I remember when their Superion figure came out over the course of a little while a few years back, and I know that there were a lot of QC complaints about that figure, the fragility, just a lot of people that were overall disappointed with that. So at first I really wasn't on board with these figures, but after getting the first one, I was really impressed by them. I've been really impressed by the quality, just the engineering, the build of them, the paint, the tampographics, everything about them has been really top notch for me. And I typically don't like these stylized figures. I really prefer, really the traditionalist G1 appearance of some of these figures. So these have been really a pleasant surprise. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get the plastic wrap off of this guy to get rid of some of the glare that we've got from the lighting. But let's go ahead and get that off and take a look at what we've got. So when we get him, really nice box art, so it's pretty consistent with what we've gotten with the other figures in this series. Some really nice product art on the front. The sides just have the alt mode, the bot mode, the bottom of the box, and then the back we've got different photos. So we've got him in his bot mode, combiner mode, alt mode, and just some poses. So again, pretty consistent with what we've gotten with the other figures. So let's go ahead and get this guy open. So in the box we've got the instructions. I can't remember offhand if the other figures came with little collector cards or not, but I don't see anything in there. I don't see a collector card. No, not one in there. And we've got Mixmaster himself that is in the plastic baggie here. Now this one doesn't have quite as much in the way of accessories that the other figures have had. The other ones have had kind of an array of different accessories and combiner parts for the combiner Megatron that's part of these. And I'm having a difficult time getting this guy out of the box. Let's see. This one is really sealed into this plastic clamshell really well. There we go. So we've got what looks like his gun. Pretty simple gun there that extends. I'm not really exactly sure what this does yet, but kind of a cool looking gun. What we've come to expect with the other ones. And then the figure himself, which is really nice looking. Again, just like the others, has this really cool metallic olive drab paint on him. Just really nice looking. Looking at his articulation, so we get head all the way around on what looks to be a ball joint. You get a little bit of down, a little bit of up. very limited side to side, but I really like what they've done with the face sculpt and the head sculpt on here. You kind of get a sense of that original G1 Mixmaster, but they've done a really good job of making it just such that it still appears very stylized, but he kind of has that crown look to him that if you're familiar with the head of the original G1 Mixmaster, he retains a lot of that. So a lot of little cues overall that harken back to that G1, but again, very stylized. So we've covered the head, the arm, we get all the way around. We get up. Do we have? I don't think, no, we don't have a butterfly. At the elbow, we get better than 90 degrees. And then at the wrist, we get wrist all the way around. Figures are pretty consistent with what the others were. Individually articulated, and the thumb is on a ball peg as well, so yeah, looks very good there. At the waist, we do get waist swivel, we get a little bit of ab crunch. At the hips, let's see, we get out to the side all the way on both. And we get a thigh swivel. At the knee, we get almost 90 degrees there, but not quite. And then at the ankles, we get a little bit of ankle tilt, a little bit of toe down, just a hair of toe up. So looking at him, really, really good looking figure here. Really good articulation on that. So yeah, overall, a really good figure, I think. Another, I would say, as much as it can be, a home run for a figure like this. Again, I don't love the stylized figures. There's a couple of companies out there that have kind of their own style. You know, Iron Factory does kind of samurai-themed interpretations of some of these G1 characters. DreamStar. This figure looks almost like what I think the Devastator characters should have looked like in the Michael Bay movies, actually. Very kind of futuristic looking alt modes, and just really cool looking bot modes. So yeah, overall figure is really nice looking. For the price, you can't beat it. I mean, these are very well built, I think, high quality third party figures, and for the price, I think they're pretty good. I got my copy at Show Z, and actually it was shipped really quick. I was surprised at how quickly it became available, first of all, in their in-stock notifications. And from the time I ordered it to when I actually had it in my hand was just a hair over a week. So I was really surprised with that. But yeah, overall, really good figure. Really like it. Let's see if I can get him into alt mode and then maybe in combined mode, and we can take a look at it in comparison with some of the others. So stick around. Alright, so here we've got the Concrete Mixer Warrior in his alt mode, which is the concrete truck, and you can see that this is transforms into a pretty big vehicle here, probably comparable in size, at least in the cab, to, you know, say a Masterpiece Scale Optimus Prime or Ultra Magnus White cab or something like that. But overall, it's a really good looking alt mode here. I really like the kind of the futuristic look of all of these vehicles in their alt mode for the DreamStar Constructicons. They have almost, I think I've said it before, a look like something you would see in one of the Ridley Scott Alien movies or something like that. Kind of almost a militaristic version of these construction vehicles. But yeah, overall, just a really nice looking alt mode. You can see he's got a really nice windshield there, really nice coloring. Everything hides away really well. So the bottom here, we've got, you know, kind of scant evidence of a torso, but just overall just cleans up really well. All the wheels move pretty well. They all move. This one is a little bit tight. I may have to go in there and loosen that screw a little bit. But yeah, very, very good looking alt mode here. Really, really pleased with this. So I'm going to get this guy transformed into the combined mode, the left leg, and we'll take a look at that and just give kind of some final thoughts on it. So stay tuned. All right, and here we have him in his combined mode, and as you can see, it's a pretty robust looking leg. This is going to be the lower leg for Devastator, the lower left leg, that is. It's very sturdy in how everything comes together. Everything pegs in really nicely. These are really firm pegs that everything hooks into. If we look at the bottom of the foot, you can see it looks a little bit hollow here, but the way that everything fastens together, it is, like I say, quite sturdy. It doesn't feel weak. It doesn't feel like it's going to come unfolded. Doesn't feel like it's going to collapse. We've got several buckle pegs that come around the chest area. All of these sturdy pegs in the back. And then the way everything comes together at the front of the cab. So really this cab reminds me a lot of the Toy World Devastator Mixmaster, the way the cab is shaped. But yeah, I mean, it comes together really well. It looks really good. So far, we've got 5 of these. We've got 1 piece left coming for this, and it's going to be their scavenger. I would imagine it's probably not very far out. I know that the Bone Crusher and Mixmaster here came out really close to each other when they were released. I was actually surprised, like I said earlier, to see that Mixmaster had come into stock. So I actually have opened him up. I haven't even opened the Bone Crusher figure yet to do an unboxing, and I already have this guy. So I think that's it for this review and this unboxing of this. So again, really a well done job for DreamStar Toys. Like I said, these pieces are really good quality. I think the plastic is good, the paint is good, all of the tampagraphs, everything is really good. So if you like these stylized figures, especially if you're a Devastator fan or just a Constructicon fan, I'd highly recommend this one. So for the price, definitely a really good buy, I think. And this guy's going to be massive once we get him combined. So I've got to get all the rest of the pieces in their combiner modes and kind of get an idea of what he's going to look like and how large this one's going to be. So again, thank you guys for watching. I really enjoy doing these. I've got a couple more unboxings that are going to be coming pretty soon for some really recent releases. So if you like this content, please like it, please subscribe, and I'll keep doing it. Thanks everybody for watching.